Welcome back to Real Cast Fishing. Your host, Glenn, with the City Valley Fishing Field Team, a COAF Field Team on YouTube. And this round, what we're doing is a little rebroadcast, rewind of the kayak fishing outing trip, whatnot, to the local lake, our lake over here at Lake Lavon. We're based out of the City of Allen, which is just north of Dallas-Fort Worth, the Metroplex here. And there is a nice little lake that yours truly likes to do a little kayak fishing. And this round I was able to get some 15 fish, 14 of them white bass, one crappie, and end up coming up with a pretty decent recipe to do a little fish fry. And with that, what I want to do is just show you the video. This is the long form video, and maybe that might kind of elicit some comments, questions that you might have. I can stop the video as need be, just call it out. I got the chat going and everything, and I'll be monitoring. But while we're doing that, let me go ahead and bring up the video here. So let's bring it up here, make it a little bit wider for you. All right, and then I'm gonna drop out of the picture here so that I don't mess you up. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and start things off with the video. Hey, it's Saturday. We're over here at Lake Lavon, over here at Livonia Park. It's the south one that's free, and I see some white bass out there, so I'm hoping that maybe might be catching a bass or two. White bass, that is. All right, we got white bass on top. Looks like they're coming around this area. You got some shad moving. Very calm morning. Looks like 3 to 5 knots is what they're anticipating for wind. So got some water with me. It's supposed to get hot today, but it wasn't so hot that well, you got to come out. All right, got slab and jig rigs. Got it sabiki style. Let's see what we can catch today. Okay, let's go ahead and set up. We'll just do a real quick troll, do some bottom bouncing, and possibly we'll make some adjustments as need be. Again, here's the sabiki style slab and jig rig, 2 crappie jigs, and a single hook slab. And we're just going to cast it behind me and start trolling. All right, got it in the holder, and yours truly will be starting. All right, nothing on that first troll, but I'm going to start bottom bouncing because I do see a lot of activity, and I'm hoping maybe they may be a little bit deep right now, and I just got to work a particular location. So let's see if we can do bottom bouncing. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of surface activity right now, so I'm going to try casting to where some boils are happening, because I think there's some fish chasing. Yeah, there they are. Let's go try it. Okay, and what I'm seeing is a lot of surface activity just right by the boat ramp area, so I don't have to go very far. And what I'm going to be doing is first sight casting, see if I can get anything to hit, then I'll shift over to some trolling, and then from there I'll go back to bottom bouncing. And bottom bouncing is where I'll back paddle, use the kayak. Really, I'm fishing with the kayak instead of my rod, and I'll be using it to catch some fish. Let it sink, and we'll just try a quick retrieve, see if we can get something to hit. I saw him chasing it just a moment ago. There's a hit. Yeah, they're on top. Little guy's hitting it. All right, there's a boil in front of me. Let's go cast past it. And this was last weekend, last Saturday, and they're hitting on top. Wind was pretty calm that day, so it's perfect time to be out there. Interesting. And what will happen is things will start out slow with these little guys, but it'll definitely pick up once I figure out what the pattern is that day. They're on top. All right. Good news. Good news. All right. I may have to just start doing a quick troll, paddle faster. There they are again, to the left, to my left. All right, let's try it again. They're coming in and chasing it, so that's promising. let's try doing a little slab and jig rig move, jigging it up and down. All right, we had a good hit and he stopped. See if we can load him up. I think there's one on there right now. Just slow it up, see if his buddies are with him. All right. Oh yeah, we may be casting to him today. Looks like the first one's gonna be a little guy, a little yellow bass. All right, okay, we're just bottom bouncing now. Watching the rod tip and seeing if anything will hit. Kind of playing it by ear. You'll see the rod tip kind of dip a little. And if it starts shaking violently, well, that usually means there's a fish on there. But if it just kind of bounces occasionally, then usually there might be a strike, or it could be the bottom. Right now I think that's the bottom. Yeah, I think that's the bottom still, but that's good that we're seeing it. Oh, there's a hit. No. I think I lost that one. It came off. Let's see if we can get him to hit.
So watch the rod tip. You'll see when I actually get a strike versus when it's just bouncing on the bottom. And I'm back paddling. So I'm just going backwards in my kayak. Got the rod and gear set up in front of me. Yep.
All right. Bottom bounce city. Don't feel too big. Let's see what he is. Little yellow bassy. It looks like it's yellow bass today. All right, it's our second fish of the day, yellow bass. All right, we caught that little yellow bass. We'll go ahead and bottom bounce again, see if we can get another one on another pass.
So if you have any questions, comments, and whatnot, I am monitoring the chat, so just shoot it out there, and hopefully I can answer your question.
I'll just slowly back paddle backwards, making sure it hits the bottom. And then what I'm looking for is the rod tip to start going up and down. Oh wow, there's some stuff striking on top. Let's see if I can get them to hit. Come on. No, I thought they were. What's happening is there's schools of shad coming up, and at the same time, right after that, is either yellow bass or white bass coming back to catch them. And I'm hoping that I'm able to hook one on the fly here, or on the go, but it doesn't look like it that time. So let's go back to bottom bouncing. So I'm gonna let the lure hit the bottom, the slab, and then from there, I'll just start paddling and letting the rod kind of bounce up and down, and I'm watching for a change in that bounce basically. So let's see if we can get another one to hit. That last one was a yellow bass. Okay, seeing some nice bouncy bounce. There's a hit. Oh, I think he was on there briefly. So you can definitely tell the difference between a strike and a hit, or a bottom bounce, and that one looked pretty good. All right, I think that's on. Yeah, I feel him now. Feels bigger, or maybe there's more than one, but we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, another little yellow bass. So it's yellow bass day. Missed that one. Oh no, he's still on. GoPro. Okay. He was on. Okay, I thought I missed him. I think he got off. Man, that went nice. Oh, wait, I still feel it, but it's that yellow bass again. Holy cow, it's yellow bass time. I may have to start keeping these for a catch and cook. Okay, let's go back to bottom bouncing. I did a quick troll, got a little exercise in, and now let's see if we can go back to doing some back paddling. See what we can do here. All right, come on, buddy. Do your thing. There we go. That's a hit. That's a hit. It's a little one. That one started shaking.
So the key is I'm watching my rod tip as I back paddle, letting the slab and jig rig bounce the bottom. You'll see the rod kind of do just a standard pattern, just a rhythmic pattern. But when you get a hit, you'll just see that hit. It may be a slight shake. It could be a hard hit. I think later on you'll see some harder hits.
Little guy caught it bouncing. So let's try that again.
But at this point in the video, it's mainly these little guys just popping away at it.
Little hits, and kind of want to see if I can load them up with more. Yeah. Okay, that one has more. And that one's actually pulling on the line good, so let's go ahead and bring him in. Oh yeah, this one's pulling good. Let's see what he is. All right. Oh, it came loose. Shoot, whatever it was came off. Ended up being a little yellow bass. That was something bigger down there. Right here. Let's see if they're still here.
So I've got some schools coming around. They're breaking the surface around me, and I'm mainly sight casting at this point.
Dang it, right in front of me.
And at times, I got my polarized glasses. I can see these little guys kind of tailing behind the rig.
There's the hit, right there, trolling. Get on the bounce. Whew. Figured they were around here. Bull right behind me. All right. Looks like we got a double white bass. Little guys. All right. All right, that one hit on a troll behind me as it was sinking, so let's see if we can do that again. Just cast behind me.
Yeah, and so a lot of times you'll be casting away or trolling away, and next thing you know, when you make a turn or that little change in speed drops your lure, and that elicits a bite at times. So be ready at all times, basically, for a potential bite, especially when you're trolling and making those adjustments in speed.
Let it hit, put it in the holder, and we'll just do some trolling and see what happens. All right. Earlier a school came up around me, but I snagged bottom, so unfortunately I was not able to fish that school. But it did shift me to trolling on top again, so let's see if they're still here. Just right off the boat ramp. In fact, I see some shad getting chased to the surface, so let's go run in that direction and kind of see what that does. What I noticed, kayak doesn't scare the fish when they're schooling. You can get really close to them. In fact, at that time they boiled around me. Came up, they were small, looked like yellow bass, but hey, it's still fun. All right, let's just kind of work our way around and see if we get these guys to hit. Oh, there's the hit. There's the hit. Really close to the boat ramp too. Don't have to go very far. Let's see what this guy is. Let's see. Ooh, little guy, little guys. All right, well, our fish are here. All right, we'll take a little break here. Got to stay hydrated. A lot of folks out here fishing today too. Parking lot too full, but there's a good amount of folks out here. All right. Okay, I switched out the lures. I went to this little yellow one now, and we'll see how that one does. I've been getting some good hits, but I think this one's just a little bit too big for what they've been striking. And most of the hits been on this this other jig here, this black and chartreuse one with a red head. All right, so and maybe that's the color, but I'm gonna try this guy real quick and see what happens. Maybe that might increase our hookup rate. There we go. All right, that's a good hit.
That's a good hit. Feels good. Under. Now, maybe he slowed down on that. All right, it's good because it's 2. We got 2. Another double. All right, cool beans. All right, got that hit. Took them off, and then all of a sudden I got some more hits on top. Here they are, chasing right on top. Let's see if I can get them to hit. There's 1, there's 2. Oh, they stopped. Little guy's chasing it. Pretty cool. See if I can get them to do it again. Higher up on the water column. See if you'll get them to chase it. No, not that time. All right, let's go back to trolling. Rolling, trolling, rolling. Trolling, trolling, trolling. Let's go, let's go. Let's go into the boat ramp a little, and then I'll cut right. Yeah, cut right, Maverick, cut right. All right, yeah, oh yeah, I'm really cruising here in a kayak. I see a lot of stuff to my left though. Let's cut to the left. Come back this way. There's something close, personal here. Alright, I think there's something on top surfacing. So let's see if when they get out of that cove, they'll come back this way. Alright.
And one of the things I do like about having the kayak is I can pretty much go fishing fairly quickly. It's lightweight, and like in this case, it just takes me a few minutes, and I've got it already loaded in the pickup.
See if it's bigger, maybe. All right, 2. Got a double. 1 for the slab and 1 for the crappie jig. All right, cool beans. All right, let's see if they may be lingering over here in the cove. Try doing some casting. I'm gonna try keeping the lure, the rig, on closer to the top. They seem to be chasing it that way. All right, come on, come on. Oh, over here to my left, I hear something. Okay, I hear it to my left. Okay. So what happens, they'll come up, a school will come up and get interested in your rig, and they'll just be chasing it. And for some reason, they really want it on the top. Okay, off to my just ahead, I just saw something pop up. Not sure what it was, but better cast to it, you know. Come on, right there. Right there, right there. There it is, right there. 1 hit. Let's see if his buddies will follow him. Okay, okay. There's 2 on. Another 2. They're small guys. Right here. Double it up though. They seem to be hanging out in this cove area, so we won't go too far. We did work the bottom bouncing over here straight ahead of me, and did pretty good with a few, but they were mainly those little yellow bass, and I was hoping to get some white bass to do a catch and cook, but hey, worst case scenario, I'll get some yellow bass and do a catch and cook with that. May not be much, but hey, it still counts. Okay, off to my left, I'm seeing them bubble. I'm seeing them bubble. Let's stop. They seem to be closer to shore too. Oh, right in front of me now. Right in front of me. Oh, they're next to me now. All right, let's see. There's a hit. That was a tap. There's a hit. There's a hit. There's a hit. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna drag it lower in the water column here and see if. Okay. It's another double. Doubles.
So one thing that you'll see me do as I'm bringing them in is I won't reel them in right away. I'll kind of hold or keep it down lower in the water column, as well as put my rod in the water. And it's mainly so that another white bass, yellow bass will come in and strike the other lures, and I'll be able to double, triple up at times.
School that popped up as we were trolling. Let's go see if there's another school. They seem to be hanging up close to this shoreline. It's still fun, even though, oh, there's a hit right there. Up close. This one's close, right around me. That one hit close, up close and personal. Nothing. All right, let's go ahead and go set up for a troll. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so earlier I was just kind of paddling along, and all of a sudden I saw some boiling, so I stopped and cast and got a couple that way. And then now I'm just trolling around again in the area, see if I can locate another school, or if I see one start popping up, I'll stop and cast toward it. And it's pretty fun working these small schools, but eventually, do this enough, there's going to be a case where we get some nice sized ones hitting all around you, and oh yeah, that's a fun time. Right now we're just having fun with these little guys, so let's just kind of work the area, come back around, and see if we can get another hit. Oh, I just got a hit. Yeah, I just got a hit. Yeah, he's on. That one hit on the turn. Okay. So that slowdown in speed is probably what got him interested. It's a single. He went for the yellow slab. So I seem to be doing better with the yellow slab versus the white one. Let's go back to bottom bouncing. See if we can find something on the bottom. Maybe some more of those yellow bass to do a catch and cook. Because, hey, those undersized ones, can't keep them. There's a tap. Little tap. Something tapped it. Yeah, there he goes. Another tap. Oh yeah, there we go. That was a better tap. Let's see. What could he be? It is a white bass. Two white bass. Double. Yeah, I was hoping for some yellow bass, but hey. Or we'll keep the white. Okay, I just had one hitting as I was bringing it in. So let's see if I can get him to do it again. Hit it right in front of the boat. Or the kayak. So maybe they're here. No? Alright, let's go ahead and go back to trolling. Bottom bounce, I mean. Okay. I may have to let more line out to get that one situated, but we'll see. Just trying not to snag bottom. I tend to snag bottom more often with that treble hook. Another tap. That could be the bottom. That could be a fish. That may be a hit there. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna crease the there. Ah, that's a hit. All right. Let's go. I think they want a faster movement. Yeah. They want faster. Okay. He's on. Doesn't feel big though. To get those small guys again, unless his buddies want to hook him up and join him. All right. Oh, it's a yellow bass. Got enough for a catch and cook now, huh? All right. Okay, so this is what I do when one breaks off or I have to replace a jig. Is I'll have these pre-tied where I just have a length of line to the crappie jig, and then I will use an udi knot to put it on the main line and jam it up against a knot that's on the main line, or in this case it's going to be the transition from the slab dropper to the main line. So the main line is right here. I already cut off the other piece that that was on there as a crappie jig, so it's still there. And I started using a perfection loop here so that I can quickly swap out this if it breaks off. And all you'll do here is take the main line and place your crappie jig parallel to the main line, and you'll do about a, I'd say 1 inch circle like this, loop like so, and then all you'll do is start doing a uni knot, about 3-4 turns, and then pull on this loose end right here, and that'll give you about 2 inches now. And then you can now grab your crappie jig and jam it down, and there, I'm ready to start fishing again. I just got to go and trim the line here, and that's it. That's how I get back into business when I've broken off, versus having to retie, add dropper loops and whatnot. So give it a try. Wow, it was underneath me. Alright, yeah. Keeper white bass underneath me. Holy cow. Well, I guess we got a kitchen cook going. Alright, we got some on the surface hitting. Alright.
So here's where I was, I lucked into this, where I had one hit while I had my slab and jig rig off the bow of the kayak while I was making adjustment to my line and whatnot. And next thing I know, it got a hit, and after that, it was just pretty much cast it or bottom bounce it close to the bottom. Big key takeaway was the slab on the bottom, 18 inches above it, the crappie jig, and about a foot above that, another crappie jig. That 18-inch difference was, or between the slab and the crappie jig, made a big difference in the hook sets and the strikes. And this one, I believe I doubled or tripled up on this one.
All right, that's a big one.
Yeah, I think this was a triple.
That's a little guy.
No, this is a double. One keeper, one small one. And the action picked up pretty well. That I was able to get 14 white bass and 1 crappie. And I think this is where I'm going to get a crappie, I believe. Let's see.
All right, heavier. Heavy.
And again, I'm bottom bouncing with a slab and jig rig, keeping it in the lower part of the water column.
Oh yeah. Okay. Small one and a bigger one.
No, no, not the crappie yet. Watch the rod. Right there. There's the strike. So that's the slab, or correction, that's the back paddling and bottom bouncing that I was trying to demo in other videos. Key being, watch your rod tip. It's bouncing on the bottom, the slab and jig rig as you back paddle. And when you get a strike, you'll just see a difference in the rhythmic twitching of the rod tip as it's bouncing the bottom.
Oh, crappie.
Yeah, crappie are nice. He's a keeper.
Nice. Crappie. Nice.
Okay, watch the rod tip on this one. There it is.
Got him. Got him.
Again, I was saying, a big
two
difference
on
with
top
that
again.
slab being on the bottom and 18 inches above it, that crappie
Alright,
jig.
let's see if this guy's a keeper. Oh, he's feeling good. Oh, he's pulling. He's pulling.
I think this is a triple.
All right. Oh, yeah, he's a keeper. All right, there's one. Okay, we got him. All right, let's just drop this down just in case one goes by. And we get this guy prepped. Oh, yeah, he's a keeper. You can tell I kind of got it pre-marked in the boat. Now we just got to find him.
Watch the rod tip.
Oh, there's a hit. There's a hit. Yeah, there's a hit. Oh, yeah, there's a
So you notice he hit it, and then he hit it again, and then finally he took it.
Okay. Taking a little drag, Got a little fighter on. Got a little fight in him. Oh, yeah, he's got a little fight in him. We got ourselves a, looks like a double. So, possibly a triple. Let's see. No, a double right there. Double. I'm gonna slow the back paddle just because I want a little bit more action in the rod. Pretty confident that I'm bouncing bottom, covering some good area. Now let's just hold on for a big one, maybe. All right. And I'm about another, oh, there's the hit. There's the hit. Oh, yeah. I feel that power in them. Shoot. Yeah. And we're definitely about another, I'd say about maybe 200 yards offshore now versus where we were catching those little yellow bass earlier. But we definitely got a school of bigger ones here, and he's definitely pulling. Okay, so there's 1, 2. I'm seeing. I got a triple. All right, triple. All right, these I'm gonna have to measure because they definitely aren't as big as the other ones that we were catching. All right, cool beans. So a triple. Okay. All right, so I'm sitting here, and look at this. Ah, dang. I just put it in the holder and look at that, I got a hit. Oh man, and he's putting up a really good fight. All right, it's another triple. Oh no, it's a double, okay. Well, shoot, let's go and let's take care of these guys first. All right, here's the old Featherlight Heritage. There's today's catch, a white bass along with some crappie. Working the bow ramp area all along this section here, back to that point, to this cove over here. Mainly, they were over here, right off the boat ramp though. Cool beans.
All right, that was the fun time out last weekend. Fishing for, bear with me, I gotta go close some of these windows. See if I can get this thing, here we go. All right. Okay, so that was yours truly out there with the kayak and doing some bottom bouncing, did some initial trolling at first, and then switched over. At one point I was changing out a lure, and I had my rig over the side, and boom, next thing I know I got a hit, and after that it just came consistently the hits and strikes and whatnot. I was releasing a bunch that were undersized, but I did end up being able to keep 14 white bass and 1 crappie. So it was a fun time. So at this point, if anyone has any questions, comments, or has anything that they want to throw out, this is more like a Q&A portion of the podcast. But I just wanted to show you. I finally got that long form video edited, and I should be posting that here in the next few. So if you want to go take a look at the whole thing in its entirety, do take a look at it. Additionally, I have some other mobile fishing live streams that I'm editing. There's one I believe I posted already, and I've got 2 more in the queue. There is one that I'm pretty excited about. It was going out yesterday to the local pond using some trout magnets, 1 gram trout magnets, fishing ultralight bait casting style on a flight feather kingfisher reel and a handing rod, ultralight rod, and it handled the 1 gram trout magnet no problem. It's pretty cool when you're casting such a lightweight with a bait caster and you got your thumb educated, it's locked on. And it makes the little fish feel big and makes those big fish feel even bigger. So is fun there. Other than that, I pretty much got everything that I wanted to show you this round. If you have any questions, definitely throw them out there. I am monitoring the chat. Additionally, I did get a question earlier today about fishing Denison Dam and some suggestions there. So in the community tab of our YouTube channel, COAF Field Team, take a look at that and you'll see the answer that I gave that talks about how you read the generation schedule as well as the real-time hydropower release. So you can get an idea what the pattern may be when they're generating, because depending on the water flow at a given time at our local dam, that tail race, you will be adjusting for, be it fishing on top or fishing on bottom or making some adjustments with lures versus bait and whatnot. Additionally, I did see a recent update that it may be a little tough there because there may be a lot of folks fishing that particular location. So there was one suggestion saying go run further to the west, Possum Kingdom. I fished that in the past, and that's always been a great one to go to, Possum Kingdom and its tail race, especially in the wintertime for trout. But the striped bass bite seems to go well, and because it's further away from the Metroplex, you may have more elbow room when you're fishing. But that said, I believe another good weekend to be out there kayak fishing. Yours truly is not going to be able to be kayak fishing, but I will have my pole with me, and I will probably hit another local pond, and I'm really itching to try that trout magnet out again with the 1 gram trout magnet on an ultralight bait caster. And then, let's see, I did prep some foam grasshoppers, went out with the little 4-weight fly rod, simple pond or foam grasshoppers, easy, quick tie. Takes me less than a minute to put together, and bam, I got a couple, and I'm right out there, out the door, going out fishing with them. The pond that I went to just down the road from me holds some pretty nice bluegill. They were kind of picky, though. I ended up popping the tail off one of the foam grasshoppers because they kept short striking it. And by cutting that tail off and bringing it in closer to the hook bend, I was getting a more consistent bite there, or at least hookup rate. So that worked out well. And then guess what? I went over to over there by my day job, and there's a little lake there that's named after me, Lake Glen. And guess what? It worked well on the nice sized bluegill. I think I've got a real quick video on that, maybe a YouTube Shorts I'll put out there, just showing you that, yeah, you can get some pretty nice stuff on a little foam grasshopper. I think I'm using a size 10 streamer hook. All right, so what are y'all's plans out there for this weekend? Hoping that just touch base, maybe throw in some comments. Let me know how it went. Always interested in how the bite's going on wherever it may be. Also, upcoming August, we'll be making preps to make our annual run to Galveston, Texas, and our plan there is to go do some more pier fishing on the various piers and see how the bite is. I'm 6 years old. Any advice on how to get through life? I don't know. Just play it by ear, I guess. But I'm wondering, you're 6 and you're already asking about getting through life. Wow. I don't think I was thinking about that back then. I think I was just enjoying life. Maybe that's the key. Anyways, I'm enjoying life right now, so maybe that is the key. I do have something written up here. I forgot. Let me see. Live happy, be happy. Try that. Okay. Let's see what else. There's pond fly fishing. I do have some more 3D inline or 3D lures that I'm putting together with the
3D printer here, right there. But I am kind of making some adjustments and whatnot to do some other things. I did make an adjustment with my live streaming setup where I'm using this pretty cool speaker that works really well. And let me see if I can grab it real quick. It's one I keep getting asked how I'm doing these mobile fishing live streams and what setup it is. Well, I showed it once before, or a couple of times before, but I want to show you some adjustments that I made this last time. And right now I'm podcasting straight into the Android phone of mine, and I'm using this headphone and a mobile setup that's using this Zoom piece here to keep all the audio level and everything going. So I'm hoping everything's cool there. The other thing is on that live stream piece, let me grab it real quick. Okay, so the key here that I've been doing was using this piece, okay? And I like the screw holder here, all right? And the difference, or the change that I made was I added this little Velcro attachment, and instead of using a lav mic, I switched it out and put this deal on here now. It's a little microphone that has this little wind cover on there, and it has works really well. I've been noticing the sound quality is much better than the lav mic. And then what I also like is I have a headphone, so I can monitor the sound level as I'm setting up. But once I have that sound check, I just go ahead and put the headset up. So that's the only change that I've had since this last mobile fishing live stream. But other than that, for the podcasting that I'm doing, just relying heavily on that Zoom pod track. And then other than that, I am shifting over, or at least I'm maintaining the ultralight bait casting. That's been pretty good. And then any chance I get, when the opportunity arises, I'll make that run over to the local lake and do some kayak fishing. Lately, I've been enjoying doing the kayak fishing for white bass and crappie and whatnot. Main thing is I got this fillet knife that I've been playing around with, and it's been working out really well in cleaning the fish. And then I learned that with the white bass, you want to cut off that dark piece of meat that's on the side. That tends to kind of give it a stronger flavor. And then I made a simple recipe that I posted the other day that I think I'll post a graphic of that as well, so you have an idea how to do that. But that's a very good one also to try when you're out there. Well, you caught something and you want to do a little catching and cooking, give that recipe a try. And then additionally, I do have the jug lines prepped, so I'll be ready to rock come this next time for some catfish. So that'd be pretty cool. All right. Let's see, some folks are joining. Xfinity, yo, how's it going? It looks like, let's see, I think that's it right now. Okay. Anyhow, that's pretty much all I had. If you guys have any questions, throw them at me. Other than that, we'll be wrapping up here soon. I just wanted to get the update out there and let you know that I've got a long form video, kayak fishing video from last weekend's trip. And there's some good information there, as well as some, well, like we say, our motto, learn to fish by our trials and errors. And best thing to do is just demo what we're doing and give you an idea of how we're fishing a particular location. I did answer the mail concerning some info on Denison Dam, but hey, beware, it may be pretty rough out there because it is, it's getting pretty busy out there. You might find a lot more other folks wanting to fish that particular location. So maybe that's the other reason why I like shifting over to kayak fishing, because, worst case scenario, I can always keep moving around, and additionally, I can get a little exercise in. Okay, any tips for setting the hook on frogs for bass? So you're talking the top water lure frogs that you kind of pop away on top of the surface. What I tend to do is I'm pretty much when I see the bass strike is I'm pretty much just setting the hook and adjust from there. If I'm going too soon or too late, I'll make that adjustment. Other times, similar to other fish in general, is when I feel the heavier tension on the rod, that just tells me reel in, keep the slack out, and usually I'll be able to keep the fish on the line. All right. But I think that works with any surface type lure, be it a frog or a popper. All right. Okay. Other questions? Throw them at me. I think we got some time here. And then let's see. We talked about kayak fishing. We talked about Denison Dam. A little quick answers in there that someone had asked about or questions. Do look at the community tab. I've been posting some fishing updates or whatnot that just kind of tie into some of the videos that I've been posting. Gives you some more details there. I'm still playing around with it some more, but I think it's a good avenue to get some information out there for those that have a question or have maybe some information that may be useful to you when you're out there fishing. All right. Okay. And then again, I do like this new setup for my live streaming out there, mobile fishing live stream. I got a microphone instead of a lav mic that's attached to me. Instead, it just sits over here by the base of the headset. And then I have this deal, my rod collection. I don't know how much it's worth. It's been accumulated. I'd say it's priceless to me, at least. The problem I have is I don't throw away a rod. Even if I break one, I keep it because I use the components to either make more or repair others that are kind of beat up. And then depending on the time of year, I'll shift the gear that I'm using. And then additionally, depending on, like Galveston, we'll be shifting over to more saltwater gear. If we go on the beach or maybe further down south, Port Aransas, that area, I'll shift over to some heavier rigs that we fish on the beach. The old Penn Senators, I think they're the big ones, big round reels. We got several of those that seem to work for us. And then let's see, just day in, day out, I got a bunch of fly rods. I'll just start flipping through them to see, to just maintain some proficiency. And then I do have a set of switch rods, longer rods, to do some spey casting. That was when I hurt my shoulder. And I found out that I couldn't cast like I normally could with the traditional two one-handed fly casting. But I found that when I used a switch rod, I could keep my arm tucked under and my shoulder and basically use my body and to cast. And I was able to keep fishing even though my shoulder was in pain because, hey, you can't stop fishing. You got to keep going, you know. Anyhow, and I still use those spey rods or switch rods, but I have shifted over to using a OPST commando head, a Skagit head, because I can do some one-handed spey casting since I can use the one hand and definitely take advantage of some of the back casting ability of a shooting head. All right. In other words, you don't really need a back cast. You can do these other casts instead. Okay, appreciate y'all joining. Hope the info was useful. I will get the long form video posted so you can actually see that one in its entirety without any pauses and stops and whatnot. And if any questions come up, do reach out. And then again, keep looking at the community tab. I'm going to keep posting some graphics there, as well as use that as a forum to answer the mail. I see a lot of times things get buried in the comments of a particular video, but if I shift it over to the community tab, I can actually give you some more information, some links, as well as point you into some other direction to get you the information that you're looking for. All right, appreciate y'all joining today, and all for now. Till next time, we'll catch y'all later, and good luck and good fishing.
Bye.